Hey, Adam Robert Young here, and welcome to my channel. This channel's all about things relating to the city of Brisbane and things to see and do in and around the city. Now, just recently, Brisbane City Council launched a new app, which is simply called BRISBANE. It's the BRISBANE app. They've been plugging it a lot on TV, on the internet, and also just this week they sent out this brochure about the app as well, trying to get as many people to install it as possible. The question is, how good is the app? So in this video, I'm going to take you through the app and share what I think is good and bad about it, and maybe some areas for improvement. But is it worth downloading? Well, let's have a look. So I'm just going to open the app here on my phone. And here we go. So basically the app has a range of different sections. It has places, it has guides, it has events, a search button. You can also establish an account with it. The first thing I discovered though is that you can pretty much get full functionality without actually registering an account. So for me, that's a plus. You don't have to give your personal details to Brisbane City Council. So the app opens up to the Discover page, and the first thing we've got at the top is events. Now, the thing with this app is it does use your geolocation to work out what's around you. And I think that's actually a really good thing, because you can find events that are happening in your area, because Brisbane's a pretty big area, so this can help you find things happening close to you. And the thing that I've always said about Brisbane is that there's a lot going on and there's a lot of great things in the city, but they kind of don't make themselves really obvious. You kind of need to know where to go and know what's happening, but how can you find out, particularly if you're new to the city? Well, hopefully this app will address the problem, so we'll see. So looking at events, you can, if you hit Explore All, it'll take you to where you can actually search by different criteria. You can search by date, so you can find things that are happening at a particular time. You can search by likes, so you can find the popular events if you like. And then you can also search by distance, so you can find things that are happening closer to you or further away. So I can see in my area, there's yoga happening, hula fitness, Zumba. Okay, so a lot of fitness things. Children's story time in the park, seniors month, brain training. So I'm finding there's a lot of stuff for seniors and for children. So that's great if you're old or young. Seems not to be quite so many things happening for a wide range of people, but anyway. So if you've just moved to Brisbane, this could be a good way for you to find out things that are happening in your community, maybe a way to connect with people who live near you, which I think that's a good thing. So far it's looking all right. Then you've got these local guides where people have written their own little post on things to see and do around Brisbane. Okay, that's looking all right. And then we've got the next section, browse by category. So we've got cafes, restaurants, parks, shops, bars and pubs, swimming pools, museums, galleries. So you can see there's a bunch of different categories here where you can actually search for things in the Brisbane area. Let's say cafes and restaurants. So that then brings you to this map. And the map will list all of the different places fitting into that category. So it's got a blue dot for your location. So you can, if I want to find a restaurant close to me, then I can go on here. So here's where I feel the first shortcoming of the app comes in, because I know my area and I know where the bars and restaurants are. And I noticed that there's actually very, very few of them listed on here. So obviously places like restaurants and cafes have to register with Brisbane City Council to be included in the app. And because the app is quite new, at the moment it's fairly sparse when it comes to those listings. So there's potential there. There's potential, but at the moment it's not particularly useful if you're looking for somewhere to grab a bite to eat, for example. It seems that the map is not particularly well populated at the moment. So it's not saying that it's bad, it's just a little undercooked at the moment. I think we need to give it a bit of time. This app at the moment is a little bit like a premature baby. Another thing I notice when I look on the app is that when I click on something that may be of interest, so I might click on this thing down here, an art installation or something like that, pelicans. I know this one. So when I click on it, there's a description of it, there's its location on the map, But where the photo should be is just this blurred image of you know, just it's missing the photo. So again, am I going to go and check this place out just based on a written description? No, I'm a visual person, so I want to see what it looks like before I'm going to go and check it out. But if I have a photo there, I'm going to say, hey, that looks all right. Maybe it's because I'm a photographer, I'm not sure. But if I see the photo, I think, hey, that looks good. I'm going to go and check it out. But at the moment, an awful lot of the places have no photograph. And that's not really great for things like public art. So again, it's kind of like they released it before they could actually populate it with everything that it really needs to work well. So I would say, yeah, there's some potential here. I think that finding events in your area, that's a really good thing. And that's something that can be, you know, it can be hard because people say, oh, you just use Google. But when you're using Google, you know, you're putting in search terms and sometimes it can be hard to know, you know, specifically what you're looking at. If you put events Brisbane, something like that, then, or events in your area, you know, and the name of your area, it's not necessarily going to bring up, you know, as much as I think this app could do. I think being geographically located and just being able to look on the map for things specifically, and you can filter, you can add or remove things from the map. So here's the different categories that you can choose. So food and drink related categories, accommodation, sport and recreation, shopping and services, attractions and entertainment, community, then facilities. Now here's another one that I found to be not really great because I saw they have water taps, and you know, in Brisbane, it's a great thing that we can drink the water, the tap water. And you know, if you're out and it's a hot day, and Brisbane does get hot, then it's great to know where you can, you know, fill up your water bottle or have a drink. And actually, when I apply the filters for any of the facilities, like Wi-Fi hotspots, toilets, bicycle racks, and water taps, I discover that according to this app, Brisbane has none of them. It doesn't have any Wi-Fi hotspots, public toilets, bicycle racks, or water taps. That's something that the City Council would know about, and they haven't put it in the app yet. So they've released the app and it's not actually ready. So like I say, definitely potential, worth checking out for some things like events, but yeah, needs some time. Nice try. See how it goes. Maybe a year down the track, I'll review it one more time. But yeah, I think at the moment, maybe a more useful thing would be to check out this playlist, because that'll tell you some things to see and do in Brisbane. Give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm just going to stop it.